I went out for another overnighter, and this time the plan was to fish around some of the shallow reefs around the islands that I hadn't visited for quite some time, and to have the crab pots in and go and check them at the end of the first day and leave them in overnight while I went offshore on the second day. It worked out pretty well. I had a great time out on the water. There's a couple of surprises and very interesting times, so let's roll the video. I got down here just after first flight. I've dropped the crab pots in and I'm just starting to head over to somewhere to do something for the day. Planning an overnighter. Just going to hang around the bay today, and first thing in the morning I'll get out over the bar, I hope. Let's see how it goes. The weather's looking really nice now. Wind's coming up a bit in the afternoon, but I should be able to shelter in Horseshoe Bay for the night, and if I'm lucky I'll get a couple of squid in there for live bait in the morning. Again, just have to see how it goes. Looking good so far. First fish of the day. He put me on the board. Not something I want to be on though. Oh, I'll keep him in the bait bucket. Might want him at the livey. Here's a quick little tip for you. Winter's not too bad, but in summer I find that the backs of my hands get sunburnt terribly sometimes. So I picked up a pair of these gloves and they're great. They're made of rash shirt material. Got rubberized palm for gripping, but the rash shirt material keeps the sun off the backs of my hands and therefore no sunburn. Another one. There's a brim. There's two. I think it's too small. What is he? Oh dear, it's close. And measure him. Just stay still. Yeah, he's too small. Okay, I've got another one. Got this one on prawn, and just a baby. Little baby squire. So, I have a little bit of fun here for a while on prawn. And when we get closer to the tide turning, I'll shoot off to where I want to be then. Hey, got another one. A bit small again. Yeah, big as 28. Alright, oh, he's away. This one keeps coming with me I keep thinking I've lost him. He's only a baby, but a real baby. Alright, what am I going to do now then? I think I've had my fun here. I'll go over Southwest Rocks probably and give that a try for a bit. I got one. I don't think he's a real big one. Bit of a baby, I think. Doesn't like the bait though. Oh. He might nearly be a keeper. Oh, steady on.
Open your gob and get this out, and then we can measure. You might end up going back. Oh. Yep. 33. Yeah. Another smallie, I think. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, a little grassy. Not too small, I think he is. Nice and fat though. He'd been eating well. And what are you, 26 and a half? Aren't you a lucky fella? Another little I think. Oh, did he let go? No, he's still there. Oh, gee, shit, he's not as little. Oh. First decent fish of the day, and lost him. Broke me off. Just try and toss this braid and replace it, because that's broken off 3 times today on the braid. Not that the other couple were snags, but oh, oh, that is upsetting. Yeah, alright. What am I going to do? I'll put a loop in it, because I might end up using it tonight for a squid jig. I'll figure something out with that. Oh, bloody hell. That braid's rotten. It just broke when I was testing the knots. Jeez. Oh well.
Everything was going according to plan. The wind was coming up from the north, which was according to the forecast, and my intention was to overnight in Horseshoe Bay, where I was protected. But where I dropped the crab pots was exposed from the north. It was starting to get a little bit rough, and by the time I picked up the last one, it was getting decidedly rough. I'll just show you this one. There's nothing in the pot, nothing in any of the pots. And the significance of that didn't occur to me till the next day. This spot never really lets me down, but this time it did. And I just thought maybe a lot of people dropped their pots there in the preceding week or two since I'd been there last and cleaned it out. Wait till we check them tomorrow.
Had a bit of fun catching some small squire this morning. I had planned to do that while I waited to check the crab pots this afternoon. Thought I might have got a couple of keepers out of it, but I didn't. Got nothing in the crab pots, which was really disappointing. But to cap it all off, I was just absolutely gutted when I lost a really good fish. I think the braid on that rod is rotted. Didn't know braid did that, I guess it does. Certainly didn't have the breaking strain that it should have. It'll be going off when I get home. Anyway, that's the day. Got tea on. That's well, my wife baked me a bit of steak. And tomorrow's another day. Another beautiful sunset over Peel. Still haven't gotten over losing that fish. That's going to take a week or two. But tomorrow's another day, so we'll try to make up for it.
I had planned to stay up for a while and try to catch some squid for live bait in the morning, but as soon as that sun slipped below the horizon, I slipped into bed. Happens to me all the time on the water.
Oh, got a little dolly. I got a 50. You're all fat, didn't you? I'll have to get the extractor to get that out. But you are 60. So you're good. Bloody hell though. I'm not real happy with you doing that. I'll just brain spike you, I think, and then I'll worry about cutting that out. These are pretty fish.
I'll just give you a little bit of background on conditions out here. The swell wasn't too bad, but the current was really running. The wind was coming down from the north, a little bit of choppiness in the waves, but that current. Every drift I did, I checked the speed on the GPS, and I was drifting between 2.7 knots and 3.2 knots on every drift. That's pretty much as strong as any current I've ever been in out there. And of course, to make matters worse, I had taken my drift chute out and I'd forgot to put it back in, so I didn't have it on this trip.
Almost. I'll line drive back to the bloody pad when I get this out. Didn't get any live bait. I was too tired last night to be bothered trying. I went to bed. So I'm relying on Mr. Bait's pillies. And so far, they are doing the job a treat.
I'll just show a bit of footage of coming back in across the bar on this day. It wasn't a particularly dangerous crossing or anything like that, but it was a bit of a washing machine, and there were a lot of whitecaps all through the channel as it is, as well as on the shallower sections. So it made it a little bit harder to know where the channel was. It was still possible, but just made it a little bit more difficult. It was quite a washing machine on the bar. The waves were very close together. At one point the wave behind nearly caught up with the boat. Now that's on me. I wasn't keeping as good a lookout as I should have and usually do. It wasn't a drama. I reacted as soon as I felt the back of the boat move a little bit. There was never any danger, but it just goes to show you've got to stay alert. I was coming back in, I think it was on a running up tide. Anyway, I'll just let this play for a little bit and you can see it for yourself. Sorry that the camera's on top of my head and I get up above the opening in the clear sometimes, but I think you'll still get the idea. We're just coming up to the section where the wave caught up behind me. I was busy trying to figure out how I can get some better footage of the conditions out there, and I let the boat ease back a little bit off the wave, trying to get a good shot. Made the mistake of not checking the wave behind me. As soon as I felt the back of the boat was a little bit different, I knew what was happening, applied power. As soon as I stopped talking, we'll be in that little bit of footage. And that's it, it's over. If you blinked, you missed it. The back of the boat barely moved. As soon as I felt it was a little bit different, I knew what was happening and applied power straight away.
Well, it's a pleasant change. This was just inside the bar. That's the bar out there, if you can see the white caps in the video. And look at this, calm as. Not very often this happens. It's usually a bit choppy just inside the bar. Let's have it up ahead. And we are just calm as. Beautiful. Back past Horseshoe Bay on the way in. Still quite a few boats there. Winds come up, but it's from the northeast. We're sheltered in here. You gotta love the autopilot. There's my crab pots there, took me straight in on them. Just engage it so I can pick them up. Looks like someone else has got a crab pot a little bit further in. All jennies. Oh no, one back. I got some in this one again. Oh. At least one keeper buck. I went too keen on the shark. I didn't catch any before. Right, let's see what we've got. Maybe 2 males. There we go. Here's someone brought you home for dinner. I've got some in this one too. Yeah. Given what I'm getting, I think we might have had some share farmers yesterday. Oh, octopus. Huh. Haven't caught one of them in a crab pot before. Big fella too. Oh, you've gotten that crab, haven't you? Well, because of that, you're going to be bait. Hope you know that. Are you going to get through there? Shit, you're going to try, aren't you? Okay, well, if you're going through, I'd rather you drop into there. I don't think you're going to get through that net. Holy crap, you might. Bloody hell, I don't believe how small a hole you can get through. Bloody hell, that's incredible. You can go through the mesh. Can you? Yes, you're going through one mesh. No, you're going through a few of them. You're not going to get through that way, idiot. Alright. Alright, let's see what we can do. I have to... Oh, come on. Holy shit, you did make it. Wait. There you go. Got him. Crap, I didn't think you were going to get through there. Right, let's see what we got. We've got a keeper male here.
that was a keeper or not, he's not anymore. Bloody octopus sorted that. And that seems to be it. The rest of the females were small. Bloody octopus had a good feed. Alright. Oh, hang on, is that a male? It is too. Octopus had a good go at you and left you with any. You got most of your legs and your claws. But you're big enough, so I'll take you. Well, that was a bit of excitement. GoPro's out of battery, so I've got to use the mounted one, but this one's got a heap of crabs in it as well, so I think I was share farmed yesterday. Not getting anything at all. Just doesn't seem right. Particularly since this is a spot that usually produces alright. I don't come here a lot, but I usually get a few when I do. Just bloody full of weed though. It takes forever to clean the pots up afterwards. Well, that's it for the video. I only got the one Mahi Mahi because he's followed the hook and I was determined I was going to cut it out rather than cut the line. So by the time I got that out, I drifted down a long way. By the time I got back to the pad, a charter boat had pulled up at it and he was holding just in front of the pad on his engines while his customers did the fishing. And I couldn't drift close to the pad again. I had to go a bit wider, and I guess all the fish were in close to the pad because I didn't get any. By the time the charter boat left, the fish had left too. I know he's got to make a living too, but I was a bit annoyed that I'd gone all the way out there and I only got one decent drift past the pad, and then I was forced out wide by a boat sitting there in front of it. Never mind, these things happen. It was a good time anyway. Really fascinated to watch that octopus get out of the crab pot. I did not believe that he was going to be able to get out of that mesh. It's incredible the sort of places they can get in and out of. And finally, disappointingly, I am convinced now that I was share farmed on the first day with those crab pots because there was nothing in them. I think there was one Jenny in one of the pots and that was it. You can see there was quite a few crabs in there the second day. And the only explanation I can think for that is someone had gone and cleaned out my pots before I got there on the first day. Anyway, again, these things happen. Whoever it is wants to be careful that someone doesn't catch them because I'm sure they're in for a beating if they are caught. That's it. Until next time, good fishing.